And in the wake of the 14 Riverside terror attack, questions were raised over the ability and preparedness of Kenyans to protect themselves when confronted by an active shooter. Chemutai Goin spoke to a security expert to find out some do's and don'ts that can make a difference at such a time.
Learning to survive a shooting is like learning to survive an airplane crash. While it is a rare occurrence, knowing what to do when faced with such a scenario could easily save your life. Enoch Makanga, former police officer and currently the managing director of Victory Consultants that specializes in security, says in the event of an active shooter, every second counts, and your reaction within those seconds is a matter of life and death.
Most organizations normally stick on fire safety. They only talk about fire preparedness, but it has become like a national anthem in every organization. But now, because the threat of terrorism is now real, there are three things that are recommended when you come across an armed attacker. We say you must run, you hide, you fight.
Before running, one must first identify where the gunshot or explosion is emanating from, then run in a zigzag motion in the opposite direction. This way, if the shooter aims at you, they could miss. One also has the option of crawling.
You must understand the building where you are. What you've learned from this recent attack, you must be able to realize where you are sitting. Suppose an enemy comes from the main entrance, where will you run to?
When hiding, lock the door, put off the light in the room, turn off the television and put your phone on silent mode. You can also move objects to the door to barricade it. Do not, however, stand on the door or window. You could be a target. If you choose to fight, ensure you are sufficiently armed to disable the assailant.
So we normally tell people who are building, the contractors, that make sure that you put in the security element of where the gatehouse will be, where the reception will be, and at the end of the day, when you have such a type of scenario, staff are able to escape, and we shall have minimal injuries.
Makanga calls on organizations to have as many exits as possible in their building. In the 14th Riverside terror attack, he notes that if certain precautionary measures had been taken, more lives would have been saved.
Most of these guys died simply because they didn't know how to escape, where to escape. And I don't think they had ever done anything on emergency evacuation.
The security expert who has trained several security officers on how to respond in emergencies implores companies and institutions to set aside budgets to train their staff. He adds that all security managers must give a brief to guests who come in for conferences on where the emergency exits and assembly points are in case of emergencies. When all is said and done, it is the responsibility of every Kenyan to be aware of their surroundings and also report any suspicious characters or incidents to the police. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.